Hi guys, this is Pretty Pink and you're watching Neon All on Groove Cruise.
So thanks for joining us. This is your first Groove Cruise. You've done EDC before. Yes. So far, I mean, how are you feeling? First day.
It's an amazing big ship. We came in and it's
amazing, huge. We already explored every level, so that was nice, and looked at the stages. They are amazing, so I'm really excited.
Yes, awesome. So since it's your first time on Groove Cruise, we're going to ask some fun Groove Cruise related questions. So if you were the captain of this ship, where would you take us? Anywhere?
I would go to Hawaii just for personal reasons that I want to see it. So.
Oh, you haven't been?
Yeah, I haven't been. So that would be, but we are going to the, passing the Bahamas and going to Haiti, so that's really nice too.
Yes, yes, it is gonna be nice. So then if you were stranded on an island, what are the 3 things that you would take with you?
So the USB sticks, the computer, and the headphones.
the essentials.
Really simple. Yeah.
I love it, I love it. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna kind of dive into your journey and as an artist, and obviously you've received support from some of the biggest names. You've played some of the biggest festivals in the world, and let's take a big step back. How did it all begin for you?
It was a long journey. I started like 14 years ago, and just by playing music, then I involved and wanted to produce my own music, so I started producing. So it was all step by step, and then like in the last 3 years, it took off with the big festivals and big names. So that was, yeah, it was a long journey, but I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, did you expect, like, was this something that you wanted from day one, or was this kind of like, okay, like, I love this, and one by one, you're kind of like, okay, this is like the path?
I really wanted it from day one. I was like, okay, I really want to make something out of this. Right. So, yeah. And it takes so much steps, so it takes the time.
For sure. And then, like, along the way, obviously, it's definitely ups and downs. And how do you, as an artist, like, any tips for also up-and-coming artists, how do you stay in it, like, along the way? How do you stay persistent? Obviously, easier said than done, right, sometimes. Yeah.
I mean, I always was like focusing on the goals, so I want to be like known everywhere, and I'm still not full reached this goal. So I always tell to myself that there's a lot of steps to do, and keep myself pushing. I just work every day on the project.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just being consistent.
Yeah, like consistent in everything what you do.
Yes, consistency. Yes. Okay. So then you have Deep Woods and Wanderlust, like labels and radio show. Yeah. So tell us more about that, and also you must be a nature lover yourself. Yeah. Right. With those themes.
So I started Wanderlust. It was my first label. Mm-hmm. I'm right now. I'm like have it a little bit on pause because the focus is now on the Deep Woods label, and it's representing my sound more. I do melodic house and techno, progressive house, deep house, so all what is in the melodic house bubble on this label. And I support young artists, I support new producers. I also put a lot of my own stuff on there, so I have my own label events. They are growing, and I put all the power in the label right now. Yeah.
Would you say your label is also like partially, like, do you think of it as a community also? Like, I know some artists, they're like, oh yeah, we really want to like support artists and build a community. Like, how would you kind of like see that?
I mean, we are still in the kids' shoes, so we're still building that. But yeah, that's the main reason I started. We have already released 40 new artists, so we're all like a big team supporting each other. And then we have the events where the fans can engage and join us there. Right. So I think it will take a little bit more time, but it's growing.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, it's always a journey, right? Yeah. It's always like step by step, like you mentioned. And I feel like you've built a pretty strong like fan base and connection with your fans overall. Like what do you think has been some of the more memorable, like what is one of the most memorable interactions you've had with a fan?
I mean, I only play my music, so I like 90% of my set is my own produced music, or my edits I do from other tracks. So I'm really happy if the people sing along or like know the songs already. So, and then I remember one time in Mexico City, they were even singing German style songs. I'm like, what the hell? How can they pronounce
In
it?
Mexico City.
And they had like really hard vibe on that, and that was amazing. So I liked
really
that.
special.
Yeah, it was.
Awesome. Cool. And then, so as someone who's often on the road, what's your favorite place you've ever been to so far?
Oh, there's a lot of places. I mean, musical-wise, I really like if the people engage with me, like
Yeah.
before I said, and so it doesn't matter where I am in the world. I like the crowd which has the most energy. And traveling-wise, I would say, I mean, I like the US a lot. It's really fun to come over here. And you have so many countrysides, and I mean, you're a huge country, so that's beautiful to see. But I also like Japan. I have been there, and yeah, I cannot even decide.
Yeah.
Do I have to?
It's probably a hard
Yeah,
question.
it's hard.
There's
It's
a lot of
hard.
places.
Yeah.
Maybe top 5.
Top
You can list
5.
it off.
So I really liked Australia. I would say Melbourne was the nicest. Then Japan. Then several cities in the US. I also liked Buenos Aires the first time. So yeah.
Cool. Nice. So as you know, you're obviously really busy, and being an artist can be difficult. And how do you kind of like find balance in between just like all the travel and all the things that you need to do, like and take care of like mental health wise as well?
I do a lot of sports. I come from like an athletic career. I did when I was younger. I was like running long distance.
Oh wow.
And
Marathons and stuff?
no, just like 15 kilometers.
Okay.
Like,
my American brain is trying to translate that.
so yeah, let's translate it. I don't really know. It's like kind of underneath the half marathon
Okay.
distance. So yeah,
Sounds long still.
yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. You're used to it.
It's good.
Yeah.
And now I do like Pilates, yoga, fitness, gym. So if you want to join tomorrow, I do a yoga class
Oh, you're doing
at 5 p.m. at the Sun Deck.
Oh, cool.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
I got noted down now. So do you feel like so I also used to be like a competitive athlete, used to do like badminton, squash, and all that. Do you feel like being a competitive athlete like brings, that kind of overlaps with kind of how you approach music right now, like learning certain things or how you approach the craft in general, or?
Yes, I would say that. I mean, even though the consistency
Sure.
comes to the project, I had that as an artist.
Consistency. There we
Yeah,
go.
now I have it as I had that as a runner, so I have it as an artist too. And I feel also like the vibe. I mean, you know the feeling. If you're winning a competition, you have the adrenaline or I don't know how to pronounce this, adrenaline coming to you, and you have this on the stage too.
Yes.
The people in front of you singing your songs,
Yeah.
then you get that back, and it's such a good feeling. So it's
Reciprocal feeling in some
Yeah.
ways. I feel like DJ, like you send that vibe out.
Yes.
Kind of
it makes you it's addictive.
right.
Yeah.
Totally. And then also like when you're on the road, what's one thing that kind of like makes you feel at home?
Getting FaceTime calls with my dog. I
What
would
kind of
say.
dog do you have?
Like a small breed. It's like a Bolonka. It's a Russian kind of breed. It's really cute. Doesn't lose hair.
Okay. Hypoallergenic, I guess that's what it's called.
That's the one.
Cool, awesome. And then I guess if you could, what's your definition of success? And do you feel like you've kind of achieved that?
I'll say it again.
Like what's your definition of success? And do you think you've achieved that so far?
I think for me it is that I can work in my kind of hobby. So I like music, and I'm working in this genre. That's, I would say, the best. What can happen?
Love it. Kind of like doing this full time and
Yeah.
getting to like
And enjoying it
love it.
full time.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Cool. So if you could leave your fans with some final words, what would you say? It'd be this camera right here. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining. I don't know, does it come out?
Probably in about a month.
Oh,
or so.
so okay. So I hope you guys come to an event someday and dance with me. It would be really good. And thanks